I wanted to give you a quick update on RMGO's lawsuit to overturn the 2013 magazine ban. Now, just a few weeks ago, we were in front of the Colorado Court of Appeals arguing that the Colorado Constitution, specifically Article 2, Section 13, prohibits the current law that limits magazines to a 15-round capacity. Now, that hearing was in front of a 3-judge panel where oral arguments were made by both parties, RMGO on one side and the state's Attorney General, which represents Governor Hickenlooper, on the other side. Now, through our attorney, Barry Arrington, RMGO argued that the law as written acts as a de facto ban on detachable magazines, since it covers not only magazines of 16 rounds or greater, but it also bans magazines with a removable base plate. And that's nearly all magazines. Now, that one-day Court of Appeals hearing is done. And now we're waiting on a decision, which we think we'll get by the end of the year. Could happen any time now, though. Now, a lot of people have asked how we did, and the truth is it's tough to tell. But I'd like to start by showing you a clip of how the judges asked some questions. And the first one's going to have Justice Roman, and he's going to ask the state's Attorney General whether they think the right to keep and bear arms is a fundamental right. And listen to his answer.
And let me ask you before you start, does the state concede that gun ownership is a fundamental right under the Colorado Constitution?
We don't concede that, and we actually think that, as I argued at length and was discussed in the RMGO 1 opinion and in Robertson, that this court doesn't need to address it either.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. You can see my reaction in the back row of the video there. But next, now here's a clip of Justice Berger asking the state's attorney a very important question, probably the one that actually decides this case.
For achieving those goals.
Mr. Grove, before you get there, does the state concede that if this statute has within its reach all cartridges that have removable base plates, that the statute's unconstitutional?
Yes, I would concede that. I would concede that if in fact this has operated a de facto ban on all detachable magazines that have a removable base plate, that yeah, it's unconstitutional.
Now, clearly, these two judges are zeroed in on the important questions, a fundamental right, and frankly, whether as written, this law is unconstitutional because it's de facto ban on firearms. Our hope is that 2 of these 3 judges on the panel rule in our favor, and we finally overturn this ridiculous magazine ban. Now stand by, we'll let you know as soon as we hear.